Hola, audience of 0 people. Just gotta wait for some people to show up. Otherwise, I'm just talking to no one. But also, people will watch this later, so I'll be talking to future people. As one does. This is YouTube day, but what did I do? Enjoy the crazy. Hola, people of the 2 peanut galleries, YouTube and TikTok. Maybe I'll put you here. That's where I put you. I can't believe I forgot to wear the gloves for my morning videos. Somebody bought the "You're free to leave anytime" earrings. Which is kind of sad because I was rocking them this week. I remind you that no one that tells you you're free to leave anytime is, like, nobody has to tell you that you're free to leave when you're free to leave. Never had anyone walk up to me at Costco and be like, "Ma'am, you're free to leave anytime." Just be so free. Maybe Costco's like a good organization, like I haven't heard any horror Costco stories, but I would believe them, of course, if I heard them. But what is on my arm is psyop, but backwards, so that on TikTok, when I flip it, you can see that. So this is how we troll people. The 20-year-olds are all at Twitter about me again, and just, hello Jacksonville. How's surviving Florida right now? I do the job of knitting cult lady, is what I do. Oh, hey, look, somebody's already blocking people. So I have no Cheerios except strawberry Cheerios. I'm not doing that today. So I'm just eating a grapefruit. And we're gonna sign some books. And we're gonna go talk marketing strategy for Quilting of America. Oh, I'm afraid it's terribly good. And then we're gonna go. What else am I doing? Oh, I'm talking to Tia Leddings this afternoon, who wrote A Well-Trained Wife. And I did just put salt on my grapefruit. Yeah, the Mestinex put salt on everything. Now that we basically know the Mestinex are all autistic. Ooh, I got a new part of the Cult Baby the musical. Better It's Included. Last night. Are you ready? Okay, so in the last, no, I have YouTube going over here. but I don't look at the comments because they're pretty terrible. So pre-order is going to start August 5th. That's going to be the cover reveal. The cover itself is just a movement. I love it. Imagine being weird enough to walk into someone else's kitchen and tell them that they're weird. What was I saying? Oh, the musical. Thank you. So at the very end, there's going to be a song called Living With It. And everyone's going to be back on the chessboard, and all the cult members are going to be like taking off their pseudo personality and becoming themselves underneath, right? So like the queen is going to take off the big crochet crown and dress and become Prince Harry. And so the children are puppets, right? Because I won't make more child actors, and also children in cults are puppets. Brilliant, I know. So they're gonna be manned and womaned by like a man all in black and a woman all in black, like head to toe, covering face, who are gonna be doing the puppets, right? So then at their part of the song, you know, the puppets are gonna fall down and the black is gonna come off, and they're going to do, we represent the Cult Baby Club, the Cult Baby Club that none of us wanted. And if your high control group happened to be before the age of 25, we welcome you to the Cult Baby Club. But you know, sung by folks who can sing. I think it's clever. Because like in the beginning, the whole song of call it what you want to, you know, we're basically telling the whole audience like, yep, you belong here. You too, you too, you too, you too. No, I did join it. I'm also gonna voluntarily block you because I don't like you. Gross. You can come in here and yell at me. Fine. Yeah, I'm going into a strange era. The culting of America is quite strange, if you haven't noticed. I know, people are silly. They're like, they act too like I owe them answers. And I'm like, I don't have to prove. I have a Macmillan book. I've proved. Done in the past. Go Google me. Get the fuck out. Who cares? I too would much rather be strange than basic. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? So I was writing on the cult musical. I think I'm gonna have to read it to you all. I don't know why everyone's saying like, telling people not to worry. Like that's so weird. I never once have said that. I never once said don't be afraid. I have said panic is not helpful and the military is not gonna shoot you. Those are the things I've said. And martial law is not possible. Oh, and disarming America is not possible. It's not an orange, it's a grapefruit. And yes, I salted it. Love is stronger than hate. Yes, it is. Yeah, don't freak out. It's not bad advice ever. You know? Okay, the military won't. So what about ICE? So talk about ICE. Every single time people like poo-poo my answer, they're like, but this. Okay, you could have said that with your big boy words the first time. Then we could spend all of our time talking about the real things they're actually doing. not the conspiracy bunny things. But no, instead I have to be on those. Not one thing that y'all have freaked out about has happened. Not one. And we've been doing this since January. But somehow I'm the bad guy. You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy. Silly 20-year-olds. Silly koalas. I am on meds and the grapefruit does react to it, but I don't take that till the night, so. Hey there, fellow vet. By the way, yesterday when people were attacking me, there were white women in my comments shutting them down. Amazing. Miguel and other male vets have been showing up in my comments to be like, nope, she's correct. What she's saying is the military. So helpful. Thank you. Y'all gave me some much needed bucking up yesterday. Where's my book? Anywhere you buy your books, friends, even on Spotify Premium. You can get signed copies from me in the shop. It also can be found. That was a hair. It also can be found right underneath Michelle Obama's book on Goodreads recommendations for Women's History Month this year. NBD. Thoughts on cheesecake? Oh my God, when I first heard cheesecake, I was in Brazil and I was in a cult and I just thought about like a block of yellow cheese being a cake and I was like, what? Anyways, cheesecake is delicious. And because I was 11 months pregnant when we got Knitting Cult Mama's no-bake Nutella Oreo cheesecake recipe, Mr. Knitting Cult Lady made it, and now every year he's the one that makes it. Hello, Gambia. Thanks for being here. The American Apparel episode, oh my God, right? And I literally knew exactly what was gonna happen. All cults are the same. All cults are sex cult. I saw that guy and I was like, oh, when does the raping start? And then at the end, it's a Jewish, because he works for Yeezy now, right? It's a Jewish man working for an anti-Semitic, white supremacist black man. Oh my God. Nobody has a big enough army to invade America, even America. That is my thought on martial law. And the bros, they want to challenge me, but they don't know things. Yeah, of course we're worried. I changed my life and wrote 2 books and became Knitting Cult Lady. And occult scholars talking about the president every day. Of course we're worried. All right. Grapefruit has been eaten. Oh. Yeah. Oh, right. Cult Baby, the musical. Are we ready for it? My thoughts on MacArthur Park is seeming like that wasn't the military and people are falling for propaganda. And then yelling at Knitting Cult Lady about it. It's almost like we can just wait for things to develop because he's failed at more than 90% of everything he has tried. One would think we would learn this But in the meantime, I have lots of job security. Okay, so I'm gonna read you the first song of the musical. I have scripted it, okay? Are we ready? Opening scene. Y'all, even, I'm gonna say this one thing about ICE, okay? You need 100 million people to control America by force, okay? At least. My assessment as the intelligence officer who's supposed to look at it and break it is you would not win, even with 100 million people, okay? Because we are armed. So there are not 100 million trained people for him to have. Gravy seals are washing out of military training at the highest rate we've ever seen. Like, there are no, literally, when y'all start freaking out, when he does something, I want you to just think to yourselves, yeah, you and what army? Literally, you and what army? I've never once said it was going to be okay, Joanne. You need to swallow that bubble, keep it down for a little bit, okay? Because you've made the mistake of trying to weaponize Knitting Cult Lady's words and throw them back at her, but you didn't check the words. Now you need to check yourself, okay? Run along, go verify what I said, and sit down. I have said since Election Day, this is going to be the season of golf and grift, and we are going to be marching very quickly toward becoming dictatorship era Brazil, a place where I maybe grew up. Okay. Check your fucking self. You get to come here and demand to me and throw my words in my face, because I choose my words very carefully. You're welcome. That's why I'm writing a musical. Oi! Desculpa a coisa das férias. Foi muitas coisas aqui, mas eu não sabia até o último momento. Mas daí compramos o van.
Ah, sim.
Vamos em nossa viagem Trans-Canadá.
Wow. Não, sem problema.
Yeah. Oh, y'all, I have a itinerary too. We're gonna be in Buffalo and we're gonna be in Toronto. These are all the places we're gonna do events. Then we're gonna be in Winnipeg, Calgary, Vancouver. There's like one or two more in there. No, Vermont. No, we're crossing Canada, not the U.S. Oh. My door's open. I was like, why am I hearing children in my house? There are not supposed to be children in this house. Oh, Canada, because we didn't want to give money to Red America, so we are driving through Canada, and because fun. We've never driven across Canada. Mr. Knitting Cult Lady has driven 6 times across Canada vertically to get to Alaska. So, all right, are we ready? Opening scene. This song is called Is It a Cult? Okay. Stage lights rise slowly, revealing St. Paul standing up. Hey, I'm telling them the musical. They're not Republicans. They like it. Senor. No, other dogs are allowed to exist. Yeah. Yeah. Go cry about it on Signal Chat with Keg's Breath, okay? Okay. We're gonna have the Republican dog with us, so we're gonna see if Canadians can like. And it's gonna be fun driving because we're gonna put the book cover, Culting of America, on the RV back and have a QR code there that you can pre-order, and just like driving through Canada with a book called The Culting of America. Oh, and Mr. Knitting Cult Lady is very dramatic, and he's gonna fly an upside down American flag. So we're gonna have fun. Okay, back to my musical. Thank you. Opening scene. Stage lights rise slowly, revealing St. Paul standing alone in a dramatic spotlight. His crochet beard sways slightly as he speaks, tone solemn, presence commanding. It's me, by the way. Crochet hair and beard, crochet robes. Hashtag road to Damascus on his sleeve. St. Paul, oh, staff that has been like yarn bombed, right? St. Paul's like, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. 2 Timothy 3:1-3:1. 2 Timothy 3:1-3:1. That is St. Paul quoting himself, by the way. If you know, you know. And he begins to pace. He's like, and so, in this dangerous world, I began to shepherd my flock. But the thing they never tell you about the shepherd analogy is that the shepherd always eats his sheep in the end. And that is Knitting Cult Lady quoting herself. I've never once told people not to worry, and if you're gonna weaponize my words, you best come with receipts. Calling yourself autism mom is already gross, so. We know who you are. All right. And he goes over, and now the chessboard lights up. And he's like, shepherd plays his role, but a bishop knows the game. And the chorus is lined up visible along the stage, the sides of the stage, okay? And the chorus sings, his loyalty is to the Vatican. And then he gets on his bishop square. Yeah, they all come with the same talking points too. And it's like, not one of you thought to go back and verify my language, did you? No, I don't say don't worry. That's how I know I didn't say it. Yeah. Same reason you're never gonna show up here with a video of me saying like slurs, because I don't say them. I talk a lot about panic and how panic is not useful. Never once said don't worry. Just told you things about the military, didn't I? Yeah. No, I didn't say you said I did slurs. I said for the same reason, right? Most of us as adults can hold several different thoughts in our heads, right? We can understand nuance. Okay, thank you. Yeah, ground yourself. Go touch grass. Literally nothing has happened to you. Okay. Number 2. We're gonna have 16 people come out, get on a chessboard, okay? Strap on. The Marine comes out. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. It's going to be like a real Marine, obviously, so they'll say it like a Marine. 2 Timothy 3:1-3:1. I'm not a girl. I'm a 38-year-old grown woman, and you're in my kitchen. So once again, check yourself or get the fuck out, okay? This is my space, my rules. I get to do whatever I want here. This is my show. I'm a private person just like you, citizen. I'm not a public asset. I don't owe you an answer. I don't owe you one single goddamn thing unless you buy something from me, and then it will come in the mail. Okay? You can Google me to find out what branch of military I was in. Daniela Mestenek Young. However you spell that. I'm that Googleable. No, this color necklace I've just had for a very long time. It's from some jewelry haul that I got. Okay. The Marine, 2 Timothy 3:1-3:1. Right? And he says, a shepherd command, a Marine obeys, but on the battlefield, it's all the same game. Gets on his private square, puts his fist to the ground and says, there's no such thing as an ex-Marine. The chorus says, drink the Kool-Aid, march and step, obey the call. No room to doubt, no room to fall. Cult member number 3, Joseph Smith enters the scene. Draped in flowy garments and holding golden plates. Crocheted, of course. His t-shirt reads, I heart Palmyra, New York. His charisma is off the charts. The ensemble begins humming a bouncy, too cheerful, dum 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 dum. Joseph Smith, grandly, arms raised. This know also, that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. 2 Timothy 3:1. And then he launches into a song, a satirical, showboating melody somewhere between church revival and South Park Mormon parody. Joseph singing, the Lord God did cause a skin of blackness to come upon them. The ensemble says, smart, 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 smart. Joseph says, I have more to boast of than any man alive. From Adam to now, I kept the church alive. Not Paul, gestures to St. Paul, who bristles. Not Peter, nor Christ above. They never had my kind of love. But I boast, I roar, I sell, and I married 40 girls as well. I am the prophet, seer, the revelator true. The chessboard of heaven bends to my view. He twirls, and then he leaps across the board onto the knight position, the tricksy one for the con men. Number 4, AA Predator enters the scene. His plain clothes. His shirt reads, hashtag 13th stepping. He clutches a crochet-bound big book. His smile is soft, too soft. This know also, that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. 2 Timothy 3:1. He leans forward, his tone drops to a whisper, meant to sound like love. I can only move in 12 steps. And if you leave us, it's jails, institutions, or death. He steps forward deliberately, counting 12 steps under his breath. At 12, he pauses on his pun square, wraps around his arm around an invisible ghost girl's shoulder. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. Just follow the steps. Boom. Number 5, Jim Jones enters the scene. Burst of red light, a sinister remix of gospel music swells. Jim Jones struts in, Elvis sunglasses on, stirring a bright purple pitcher. His shirt screams, hashtag drink the Kool-Aid. Jim Jones, this know also, that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Launches into his full-blown revival number. Kool-Aid sloshes theatrically. Come now, my children, to a place so divine, where the lies are holy and the punch is wine. They call me crazy, say I'm wrong, but 900 martyrs can't be in a cult. We'll build a paradise far from the storm, and when they come for us, we'll drink to transform. The chorus chants, 1,000 lives, 1,000 lives. Jim Jones says proudly, it's not murder, it's revolutionary suicide. Say it with me now, divine genocide. Saunters onto his rook square, lifts the Kool-Aid pitcher for a toast and freezes in place. Probably shouldn't freeze him in place mid-toast. That would be a little mean. Okay, and then the chorus is going to sing very hauntingly, he made the children drink it first. Yeah, there's a person that works in my home. She's a really wonderful Brazilian friend of mine, and she's paid very well, and she helps me out a lot. She sometimes cooks for me too. Interestingly enough, because I cleaned houses in high school, I know how to not treat people like crap. Scene 6, the cult children enter. These are puppets, by the way. So it's like a girl puppet, a boy puppet. The boy puppet is black. It is 2 people with, you know, complete black head covering bodysuits that can work the puppets, okay? The puppet has a guitar, you know, the girl's following him, and they are gonna sing. I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna need like a musician to do it for me, but like, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. Anyway, they're gonna sing it to the tune of Jesus Loves the Little Children. And they're gonna stop and say, can we talk to you about, and the little girl's gonna say Jesus, and the little boy's gonna say Jehovah. And they're gonna spin around with their arms raised in unison. Our guy, our guide, our guru. He knit the pattern 1 thread at a time to keep the faith strong, to keep it in line. Off stage, the chorus, which is getting smaller and smaller, is saying, there are no gurus, there are no gurus. And then the children freeze in their puppet motion. Scene 7, the door knocker enters. The door knockers are going to be our cult. This know also, in his best Mormon, that in the last days, perilous times shall come, shall come. Flips open his Book of Mormon. 2 Timothy 3:1. He's like talking to himself with salesman charm, trying to like get up the courage to. Where is the freaking when I stop it? Nope. Version history. I don't like this. Where did I see what I was working on yesterday? Okay. So, salesman, as though he's trying to talk himself into the courage to door knock. The main person you were sent here to convert is yourself. Softer, conspiratorial. It's not lying. It's lying for the Lord. Glances side to side theatrically. Did you know that doubts are like a knot in a knitted scarf? Tiny, harmless, till they unravel everything. The chorus chants, doubt your doubts. The door knocker says, as he gets onto his pawn square, did you know that holding someone's passport meets the international definition of human trafficking? And the chorus says, put it on the shelf, put it on the shelf. Number 8, Nation of Islam guy enters. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come, adjust his tie. 2 Timothy 3:1. Brothers and sisters, this world is unraveling 1 thread at a time, raises his prayer rug. But we are chosen, and we're here to weave it back together. We are the chosen. They don't want you to know the pattern, but I see it. The fabric is stained, and we are the needle. I need something better for the chorus to say here. I haven't done enough research into this. And as he's getting up on his square, I think he's a rook also. If you stray from the design, the world unravels. He gets on his square and on his kneeling rug. Scene 9. Fraternity. Tech bro enters. He's got, lights shift. You get like a pulsing club beat. Spotlight flashes on. Tech bro has his sunglasses perched on his head, beer in his hand, a blazer, but then his t-shirt says #correctile dysfunction. His grin says legacy, entitlement, and zero consequences. Tech bro, mock toast. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. 2 Timothy 3:1. You get it. Yes. Are you aware that I don't care what they're saying about me online? I mean, it was nice to know because they make me money every time they do this. But if you know why you're here, you know that I haven't been wrong about one single thing since the election. So. When you're not a psyop, you don't have to say you're not a psyop. Still working on the psychological operation Halloween outfit. Tech bro, what the Sigma, bro? We're not a frat, we're a platform. Chorus says, it's not a cult, it's a movement. Tech bro, if you want to be part of this, you gotta be someone I want to have a beer with. In my hot tub. Chorus mockingly, everyone before you has done it. Everyone before you has done it. Tech bro gesturing like a TED talk. Life's a tapestry, bro. Pull the right threads or get deleted from the group chat. Gets on his pawn square. It's not just a game, it's the algorithm. Number 10. Mega church pastor enters the scene. He's very ILVP coded for those of you that need that. An organ swell rises like Sunday morning TV. Enter the mega church pastor. Custom tailored suit, megawatt smile, glossy Bible in one hand. His pocket square or something obvious reads #prophet/prophet. Ching ching. In gold thread. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. They shall come. Lifts his Bible like a trophy. 2 Timothy 3:1. Hallelujah. Music kicks in, part prosperity gospel, part Vegas. Chorus sings, sow the seeds, reap the cash. There's only like 3 people left or 5 people left in the chorus or something at this point. Oh. The prophet of profit. You know, my phone keeps correcting it, and I was like, well, this is the thing. Brothers and sisters, lend me your tithes. Faith is a hustle, and I've got the slides. God's got a plan, and I've got the brand. So swipe your card and take his hand. Chorus sings, sow the seeds, reap the cash. Faith ain't free, but it's built to last. Knit your doubts into the seams. Pay up now for your holy dreams. Pastor, every dollar's a stitch in salvation's quilt. Your sacrifice is how the church gets built. Give till it hurts and don't ask why. That's how you buy your piece of the sky. Of course, probably says, cults always promise space travel. Slides across the stage, blowing kisses of forgiveness, and tosses his crochet scarf over like a whip of righteousness. Chorus said, sow the seeds, reap the cash, knit your doubts into the stash, bless your guilt, invest in grace, God's ROI has a pearly face. Preacher says, hey, Lusher, lock those doors. Nobody leaves till they donate. Chorus says, doesn't everyone want an unmarried, childless man to teach them about family? Doesn't everyone want an unmarried, childless man to teach them about love? I am quoting myself. This is my musical, Cult Baby, the musical, veterans included. Number 11, MLM lady enters the scene. Cute, upbeat, and overly cheerful music. Bright lipstick, too much energy, a blazer over glittery #bossbabe tee. Her bag overflows with crocheted essential oils and color-coded success charts. She has, of course, LuLaRoe leggings. MLM lady beaming like a Facebook Live. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. She twirls. 2 Timothy 3:1, and y'all, that is just so on brand. You're gonna love these oils. They cure everything from sin to credit card debt. Softer, seductive. You can't help me crochet and knit my props, yes. Buy some, join the downline, be your own savior. It's not a pyramid scheme. She holds up a crochet network diagram. Like a scarf, it's all connected. One stitch feeds another until your whole life's directed. She spins, lands on her as pawn, square. I already used like a TED stage, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Everyone can be their own boss, just a modest starter kit and a mountain of denial. I also really don't know what the chorus is saying here yet, so. Number 12, mediocre angry white bro enters. A bass drop hits like a supplement ad. Enters the Joe Rogan bro. Tight muscle tee, mic in one hand, protein shaker in the other. His top reads #Brogan. A crochet beanie bulges from his back pocket. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. Flexes 2 Timothy 3:1. Heard it on a podcast. Paces like he's recording live. Bro, your body, my choice. Don't worry, bro, I've done the research. By which I mean I read half a subreddit post. He yanks off his crochet beanie and slaps it on his head. Life's a giant weave, man. Stay in the pattern or get canceled by the algorithm. It's like the Rapture, repackaged for Reddit. Takes a very long, obnoxious sip from his protein shaker. Also, bro, did you know we built the AI? You're welcome. Struts over to the chessboard, says, "Queen me, bro. Feels right." Gets on his queen square. Scene 13. Woo-woo channeler lady enters. Lights ripple into dreamscape tones, purples and teals. Enter the channeler lady in a crochet version of Bjork's swan dress in bright teal. She guides like fog, humming an ambient tune. Her dress reads, ah, #, of course, in glitter thread. This know also that in the last days, she's going to be kind of singing it, being all breathy. 2 Timothy 3:1. Twirls, and the chorus goes, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Oh, ladies, something holistic. I need you deeply, madly, now. She lifts a crochet dream catcher from her sleeve. Well, from somewhere, just from her hand. The threads of the cosmos, they hum, and I listen. I am but a channel. Don't you want to come work on my plantation in Costa Rica for free? Whoops, I meant to attend this life-changing seminar I host in paradise. Pawn square. Scene 14. The Queen of England enters. Regal fanfare begins. A spotlight hits Her Majesty. She's got like a lace gown. She's got a huge crochet British crown. And her sash read #the, in all capital letters, family. In gold thread, of course. The Queen. I can't do a British accent, but this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. She surveys the audience like Commonwealth property. 2 Timothy 3:1. And then she's gonna they'll tell you it's for the family. This will be singing more. Legacy, duty, crown, and country. She leans in, eyes sharp. But anything that calls itself your family wants your unpaid labor, your silence, and your loyalty beyond all reason. It needs to change to beyond. And then in the Hamilton tune, they'll tell the story of tonight. The chorus can say, they'll tell the story of this family. The queen, very cold and prophetic. Like threads in this crest we are bound, but pull one stitch wrong and the whole tapestry unravels. She goes to her king square and says, God save the institution. See, this is number 15 again, so I just keep missing this every time. I don't like perform it, but there's someone missing because I need 16 characters, so I can do one more person. Y'all get to decide who that is. Go. Number 16, Donald Trump enters the scene. Murmurs rise like a rally, lights snap on. Enter Trump, exaggerated red tie, cartoon hair, gold hand and one mic like a scepter. His tie reads, hashtag make a man great again. He waves like he's being coronated. This snow will stop in the last days. Perilous times shall come. 2 Timothy 3:1. That's the best verse. A lot of people are saying that. Did you see this crowd? Huge. The biggest crowd. Nobody does a cult. I mean a crowd like me. But they're coming for you. The rapists, the criminals, whispers and exaggerated horrors from all the Mexican countries. Leans in. Some, I assume, are good people. I'll build a wall, a huge wall, the best wall. He drops to a whisper. Pay no attention to the fact that you now live on my compound. I don't have what the chorus is saying here either, but it's probably going to be like, lock her up, drain the swamp, but her emails, but his laptop. I could shoot someone on 5th Avenue, overthrow democracy, steal the presidency, mount an insurrection, and they'd still vote for me. He sings into a parody tune. Is it a cult? Is it a cult? Is it a cult? He pulls out his crocheted MAGA hat. You can't beat this. It's all woven together. The most beautiful pattern. And every stitch, it's me. He marches over to his pawn square. He's like, the pawn's the best piece. Everyone's talking about it. Now, all the players wake up and they begin to sing. Is it a cult? Is it a creed? Is it the truth or just what we need? Is it devotion or is it control? And will it save, spit, or swallow your soul? Follow the leader, never ask why. Raise your hands and testify. Knit your doubts into the seams. Lose yourself in someone's dreams. Is it a cult or a promised land? A shepherd's crook or a tyrant's hand? Is it freedom or a gilded cage? Is it peace or righteous rage? Is it a cult? Can you escape? Or can you, is it a cult? Is it a cult? Can you escape or is it your fault? Will it break you or make you whole? Will it own your body or claim your soul? And they're gonna be at this like big crescendo, right? And then suddenly the record's gonna scratch. Everyone's gonna pause. Army second lieutenant runs in. Danger, danger, the world's in danger. Looks around. The US president is a traitor. Someone needs to do something. Except she has a big crochet nuke button under her arm. And she says, in my experience, lieutenants always have the answer. Gets into her best Katniss Everdeen pose. And hoists the nuclear button. Everyone, follow me. This is Army officers' official motto. Chorus's chants, lead the way, the official response. Show us the light, don't go astray. Lieutenant's here, we've got a plan. Save the world, do what you can. Lieutenant parades around the chessboard like a junior messiah. Ensemble follows in stiff saluting lines. Military worship meets cult frenzy. Step in line, we'll heed the call. No room for doubt, no room to fall. Follow the leader, she knows best. The second lieutenant will pass the test. And now they're all going off stage. Lead the way, lead the way, lead the way. Boom. Then it is, of course, the call and response. So Lieutenant comes back in. This time she's got a guitar strapped to her back. And she's like, position of attention, move. All right, listen up. What we're about to do is a cadence. Call and response. It's how we march without thinking. How we keep time, keep in line, and keep our mouths shut. See, repetition wires the brain. You chant it enough times, you don't just believe it, you become it. Left foot, right foot, obedience. Claps once and everyone stands up straighter. Cadence isn't just about marching, it's about rhythm, it's about unity. A lot of them are about rape. Whoops. It's about saying the same thing at the same time in the same voice until your own voice disappears. Leans in and says, that's how you break someone in. And that's how you build an army. And then she, hang on. And then she gets her guitar and signs no books today. And she swings her guitar around and she says, I do need the strap, turns out. She swings her guitar around and she says, now you haven't heard this yet, so don't try to sing along. No, don't sing along. When I say, is it a cult? Is it a cult? You say, call it what you want to. Is it a cult? Is it a cult? Call it what you want. But now, we're gonna set it to a sick beat. Is it a cult? Is it a cult? Call it what you want. Call it what you want to. Alcoholics Anonymous, call it what you want to. Jehovah's Witnesses, call it what you want to. Homeschoolers, call it what you want to. Secular homeschoolers, you're with them too. Call it what you want, call it what you want to. Every branch of the military, call it what you want to. Catholics, don't you realize the evangelicals hate you? Call it what you want, call it what you want to. Oh, I came up with a really good one the last time. Now I don't remember. Hopefully one of you remembers. Anyway. This is going to be the audition for the lieutenant character, by the way, because you're going to need to be able to just go to town with this part and just like play off the audience and like pick out things. And this is part of how we're telling everybody, like, yes, you belong. And then the other part I came up with yesterday is, and then at the end, when everyone's taking off their cult personas, their cult costumes, and becoming themselves underneath, the puppets are gonna like go down, and then the adults who manned and womaned the puppets are gonna take off their black stuff, and they're gonna be the grown-up cult babies, and they're gonna have a little, we represent the cult baby club that none of us asked for, and if your high control group experience occurred before the age of 25, we welcome you to Cult Baby Club. Martial arts schools, call it what you want to. Ooh, that's a good way to put it. Hey Catholics, don't you realize the other Christians hate you? But I like evangelicals. That's calling them both out at the same time. Tulsi Gabbard, call it what you want to. call it the science of identity cult. The family, call it what you want to. They run the national prayer breakfast that every president goes to. Children of God, call it what you want to. They sang twice at the White House and once for the president of Brazil, and wrote a marching song for Marcos of the Philippines. It was played every hour on the hour on Filipino television. Call it what you want to. Amway, call it what you want to. But hey, boss babe, those are commercial calls. EST and Landmark, call it what you want to. All right, that's about all we have time for of that. I'll show you my new pictures because they're going to be in the shops soon. All right, so these are the Rainbow Girls. And this one is called Stolen Potential. And that one is called Who Am I? And that one is called Whoever the Fuck I Wanna Be. And that one is called Healed. And I finally have all 4 of them as prints. They should be up maybe tomorrow. Hey, internet trolls, your comments make me money. Call it what you want to. I call it my family's vacation across Canada. You made me $10,000 just hating my hair. So please call it what you want. Call me what you want to. No, I can use it. I know the laws. It's a mixture of fair usage and parody. And the thing I'm creating is called the pastiche, where you intentionally steal lines and create a new work of art out of them. Mostly people are honored or it falls into free usage, and then sometimes you might have to pay for some lines, but almost never is it, no, you just can't use that. Cute though. It's called sampling. Sampling people's work. Also, I believe The Wizard of Oz is more than 75 years old, so the copyright might not exist anymore. Call it what you want. Call it what you want to. But yeah, I don't do anything without lawyers. Me or not, Lizzie. Okay, we're gonna find at least. I know, I get that too. Like I spent so much money being blonde, and now like having blue hair just makes me crazy money. It's lovely. Oh, I like setting a boundary with Dad's MAGA wife. That's good. I feel rowdy every day. Today is just nice because the 20-year-olds are talking about me again. Last time they did that, I made $600 a day for many days in a row. So, please keep my name in your mouth. I'm sending a book to one of the soldiers who was on the Trump parade. Excellent. Excellent work, sir. Signing pens on the floor. On the floor. outfit choices are interesting. It's part of my show. Thanks for noticing. See, I just gave you something to engage with. Just to teach that to veterans. You're going to a network event or whatever, you want someone to remark to you? Wear something remarkable. How many books I sign a day just depends how many I sell, which has been up to 200. Right now, last week I signed my name 4,000 times. Well, this is the end of 4,000 because I'm doing my own print run of 3,000 books. And like, you know when you say a word over and over again and then that word loses all meaning? Apparently that happens with signature also. Yeah, especially men coming on women's clothing choices. Like, just like white ladies don't compliment black women on their hair. Like, they don't want to talk to you about their hair. Like, men, don't bring up our outfits. Like, we do not want to discuss it with you. The only man I want to discuss my outfits with, I have been married to for 10 years. Get it upside down. Yeah, if you're gay, it is okay. You know, we stopped dressing for the male gaze, but not the male gaze. I definitely dress for y'all. Peeking out from you from behind my stack of books. I wonder if they think this is a psyop too. Who do you think is buying all the copies of these books? Donald Trump? This is so funny. You really think Donald Trump would let someone like me be out in the world just mocking him every day? Somebody who worked for him as a psychological... Oh babies. Oh babies. Oh, cute. I don't, my wrist doesn't hurt. I've had to stop. You have to stop signing because at some point your signature gets shaky. You know, which is definitely the definition of champagne problems. And we're about to launch the next book, and I'm afraid, y'all, it's terribly good. And we decided yesterday that we are, in fact, going to have a hardcover release. Thank you. Some black and white days. Yep. January 20. You know, the 1 year anniversary of us all living in this particular cult. And I have an itinerary from Mr. Knitting Call Lady of where we're going on the van tour, but I don't have it. It's on my phone, so I can't look at it and tell you at the same time. I think Uncultured would make a great mini-series. I mean, I think organizing Discord and like using technology for organizing right now is great. I think that if like things actually come to a head or you're actually trying to make any kind of serious moves, you need to not be doing it on technology. That is what I will warn you. Hey. Yeah, I mean, when he office, and even the last time, I don't feel like he was like fully in cult leader mode yet. Like he was cult leader in the beginning. Now it's like cult leader in Endgame, and he's trying to like speed run the authoritarian playbook. I think it's going to go terribly poorly for him, as we have been seeing. He's barking at me because I had mixed tuna into his food this morning. He's a Republican, so he expects special treatment, even though he doesn't think anyone else should have it. The look on his face when I eat tuna and don't give him any, he's just like, what? But I'm a straight white Republican man. It's what you owe me. Then he just gets on Signal and whines about it. Pete takes breath and shakes ants. And they all sympathize about how much everybody hates straight white Republican men these days. I'm glad you still have it looping in your brain. And also, apparently, it's not widely known enough outside of Swiftie world that, like, the Call It What You Want To, that's a Taylor Swift song. But hey, maybe I can make it more kitschy-ish. Yeah, if only trickle down tuna was coming, you know? He's like, hey, you told me the tuna would trickle down. One of these arms, I wrote it backward with my left hand. Just what a psyop would do. We're not necessarily in a punk era. We were just like in a corset era because of the love bomb collars I've been making. But also I say like I'm in the try and come for my job mini era before August 5th when we hit Culting Up America era. And then January 20th, when Culting Up America actually comes out, we're going to have a Cults Always Promise space travel era. So stay tuned because those outfits are going to be on point. Oh no, I don't, because I have to eat something. Food and all that raw stuff. Yep, Culting Up America, August 5th. It's gonna be a good time. And actually this week, maybe even later today, I will be live recording bits of it because I'm putting every chapter recorded on Patreon. Actually, no, I won't because I have to work on the workbook. No, Un-American is, so Culting of America is my research book, 36-page bibliography, that is basically me saying, here's my 10-part definition of cult. Now I'm going to show you each of these 10 parts in cults, in the U.S. military, and in the world around you. And then at the very end, somehow it has become a whole book about MAGA and how we are here. I think it turned out terribly well, and I'm really, really excited to share it. I'm so excited even to just share the cover. No, I'm not on Discord. And yeah, and you know, like I have read everything out there about cults, and I think I have two perspectives that I haven't really found, which is the cult expert who was raised in a serious cult, and a cult expert who has military experience. And I'm both of those, and I'm now comfortable with calling myself an expert. And this book is like my honorary PhD to myself. Okay. Then, Un-American is the second memoir that I wrote after finding out, like as I was selling Uncultured, the Army contacted me and asked me to testify against my ex-husband for white supremacy. And I was like, oh, I am going to have to go back through my whole life and figure out how close I came to becoming their Serena Joy. Like, how close did Knitting Cult Lady come to being, you know, KKK Levitt or something? And so I have Un-American, which is the second memoir, which is still cult stories and military stories, but it is, instead of looking outward at groups around me, it's looking inward at power and privilege and whiteness and otherness and what it means to be an American. So I'm gonna start working on that in the fall for my writing time and try to release that maybe a year, but that's very optimistic after Culting of America comes out. But in my Patreon, I have what is basically a 6-hour preview of Un-American because I had to build a book proposal for it. It got rejected, but and in order to do that, I had to write like a 150-page manuscript of kind of the story that I'm telling. So it's just another thing you can go listen to if you've just like listened to a Red Uncultured and you're super excited for Culting of America, like you can go listen to that either in my shop or if you subscribe, it's just free. And yeah, and then I'm also putting the chapters of Culting of America out as just little video book chapters of me reading them. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you'll be able to look at all of them. I also think the Patreon subscribers are getting to vote on book covers right now. So that's exciting. I'm getting to A/B test. I mean, really am the only person who chooses at the end of the day. Anyway, so yeah, I think Un-American is going to require me to just completely flay myself open. And writing the last one was intense, and I was kind of the hero in that one. I'm definitely the anti-hero in this one. It's going to be a different kind of book, and I don't know how to write it yet, and I'm worried about what it'll do to me, but, you know, we'll see. I don't think, so, like, Swiftie, I think that's an identity.